go, round one into the main event of the evening. This is going to be an absolutely cracker fight. Everyone's been waiting for it. Sitmonchai taking on Mann. Sitmonchai giving up a lot of reach, a lot of height, but bringing so much more experience.
Yeah, originally Lewis Regis was matched to fight Sitmonchai, but Lewis has had to withdraw, and Mann, as always, willing to step up. And there's that big teep he's just thrown out. So it'll be interesting to see how Yod counteracts that teep.
And look at the power and the style of Sitmonchai.
Even Yod with his 166 fights, both of them look like babyface assassins there in centering. Said Mann, only 19 years of age.
Yod catches, beautiful spinning reverse fist.
And I tell you what, that was right above us in the commentary position. And I think it was glove on glove, but the amount of velocity that Yod had behind that spinning back fist, if it had caught George, it would have been good night. There's Mann just throwing that teep out again and looping left there from Yod Sitmonchai.
Back into the clinch. The audience is calling for knees, knees, knees.
Of course, over in the red corner, in the Sitmonchai corner, we've got Luca Negriera, who was KO'd by David Penampati earlier on. And let me tell you, his left eye is closed and it's swollen shut. So Mann back in centering now. He's using that teep once again. Big thanks to the William Street Gym getting behind this. Main event, Rebellion Muay Thai number 19. Don't forget, Saturday, August the 18th, Rebellion Muay Thai number 20. The return of the weapon Toby Smith and Sayampech Fairtex as well. It's going to be a cracking Rebellion Muay Thai number 20.
10 seconds down this first round. Beautiful teep there from Mann.
Good.
Yeah, good first round there from both boys.
Let's get back into the action here at Rebellion Muay Thai. It's the main event, round 2 of a 5-round battle. Yod taking it up to Mann.
So this is the William Street Gym Muay Thai main event. Mann, just such an unassuming fighter when you see him out the back. Doesn't have the build of a fighter, but has got the heart of an absolute warrior.
You see George just drop his weight down. He knows if he's not careful, Yod will just take him and ragdoll him to the ground. Beautiful body shot. Goes downstairs, then upstairs does Yod.
You know, Yod just sort of sits back and watches George, and then all of a sudden he just explodes with a flurry combination.
Such a typical Thai style of fighting.
You could hear the Riddler in the corner. He said, left kick, George, and George let it go straight away. So it's great to see that he's listening to his corner.
Of course, because we've got George is a goofy foot. You'd think that he was firing more of those shots off.
Good. Good.
Into the clinch. Exchange of knees. George getting a little light on his feet there for my liking, Bushy.
Yeah, we know the Thais excel in the grapple, so He's got to keep that really wide base. Nice knee there from George Mann in the grapple, just kneeing the thigh of Yod.
Beautiful body shot from Yod.
But you can see when they lock up in the grapple, George just drops his weight down and just opens up his legs wide to really just give himself a really wide base, which it makes it harder for Yod to take him down. That said, he just did, but that's smart work from George. He's using his height to his advantage there in the grapple.
Good.
You can just see Yod there attempted an upward elbow, but it's got a long way to go up to reach Georgie Mann. Yeah, round two, both boys give each other a big smile. So round three, William Street Gym main event, Rebellion Muay Thai 19. George Mann taking on Yod Sitmonchai. Expect, Nicholas, as we come into this third round, we'll see the tempo really start to pick up. Short crossing elbow there from Yod. Looping left there from Yod. Yod's actually finding it hard to get in, obviously, to the range of George Mann to try and land one on his chin. George is very comfortable in the grapple as well, as is Yod.
Good.
Bryce Birtwood still separating the fighters. Back into the clinch again. George really trying to keep his weight low. Yod looking for the opening to just swing around and get him down onto the canvas.
Good. Chuck.
George just measuring the distance between the two fighters. Yod now moving in.
Just had a big jumping, looping punch there from Yod, but wasn't able to land it on George Mann.
Good. Chuck.
And Yod's just starting to hunt George down. Oh, nice little left-right combination there before they go into the clinch. Yod nearly getting the takedown.
He's just such an awkward fighter, George Mann, with that. He just long-rangey arms and legs, and of course the height.
Chuck.
We saw the first time he appeared on Rebellion Muay Thai, he fought Alexi Petroulis, and Alexi just didn't know what to do with the height and reach advantage that he had. And good work there in the grapple from George Mann. It's not too often you see a Thai get taken down like that from a Farang.
There's that left kick again. He doesn't want to get too predictable with it though, Bushy, because Yod will really take advantage.
Good.
Yeah, much better third round there from George Mann.
Here we go into round 4 of the main event of the evening. You're watching Rebellion Muay Thai 19 from the St Kilda Town Hall. This fight is being brought to you by the team down at William Street Gym. If you want to get fit, you want to have a fight, want to be healthy, get down to William Street Gym.
Chuck.
There's that nice left kick there from George.
Yeah, you can already see the intentions in this fourth round. Yod is just starting to really stalk George Mann now and just lift up the tempo just that little bit in the fourth round.
George hunkers down, trying to lower his weight. Almost into a headlock.
Yod, Yod, Yod. Chuck.
Yod just keeps moving forward.
Yeah, you can see Yod's just got those hands cocked, just waiting for that to get within reach so we can just unload one on George Mann. But George very smart, just tapping the hands down of Yod as he's coming forward, locking up in the grapple right above us in the commentary position.
Oh, beautiful elbow there from George Mann. Those slapping knees.
Yod, Yod, Yod.
And Bryce Birtwistle get back into the action. Separate the fighters and move them back into the middle of the ring. Oh, beautiful right hand there from Yod.
Good.
Oh, and there goes another takedown. Yod just backs away with a grin on his face. He knows that he dominated in that moment. George with that left kick again. Yod returns the favor. George tries to get the sweep, but just has Yod's not having any of it.
You know, so George Mann is really comfortable here in centre ring. For someone that's only had the 34 fights against someone that's had 166. You know, George's experience is there, but when you're fighting someone with that amount of fights, he looks very comfortable.
Yod gets George down onto the canvas yet again. So certainly that's going to be looking good on the scorecard, and out they go of the ring. Such is the enthusiasm of these fighters. Back into the clinch, grinding away at each other are these two champions. Exchanging knees, Bryce Birtwistle back in again. There's that left kick and down goes George for it. There's only one round left.
Yeah, both these boys feeling very confident as they go back into their corners.
Great sign of respect between these two fighters. This is the final round of the evening and the final round of the main event of this fight. Yod taking on George Mann. Yod probably up on points. But George has certainly put in a very good showing here, Bushy.
Yeah, mate, he certainly can hold his head high. He's come up against an opponent that's, you know, with 166 fights. And Yod getting a little bit cocky now in centering, just wanting to stand there and trade and just throw the big bombs. But Georgie Mann always brings it into centering. And I tell you what, again, Sai Naji in his matchmaking on Rebellion Muay Thai just continues to impress. He brings over, you know, we've got WA versus Thailand. We've had New South Wales versus Thailand. We've had fighters from New Zealand. You know, he doesn't matchmake just to put fighters on the card. He matchmakes good quality fights all the way from the first fight all the way through.
And we've seen great fights all night, Bushy, as we always do at Rebellion. Of course, Rebellion number 20 coming up on Saturday, the 18th of August. Make sure you get your tickets early because we do sell out just about every single show. In fact, I can't remember the last one that wasn't sold out, Bushy.
And of course, a Rebellion Muay Thai Saturday, the 18th of August, number 20. Toby the Weapon Smith back as main event, and Sam Petch Fairtex semi-main event. Don't forget, Sam Petch won that 8-man eliminator a couple of shows back and just absolutely stunned the crowd with his work. So again, Sai Naji just bringing it to Melbourne.
Yod is smiling. George Mann's corner is smiling as well. This could be anyone's fight.
So probably inside the last minute of this fifth and final round of Rebellion Muay Thai number 19. My name's John Fergus. Joining me tonight's been Nick Merritt's been a cracking night again here at the St Kilda Town Hall.
Good. Time.
Bryce Birtwistle calling for time, checking the taping on Yod's right glove. And that's the dedication of a trainer, willing to get that filthy wrapping into his mouth just to keep the fight going.
Yeah, well, one of the cornermen's gone running at the back to get some scissors. The trainer's just leaned over and bit it off. So George Mann just been walking forward, spinning back fist there from Yod, missing the mark, and George looking very confident with his hands up in the air.
Of course, there is a bit of showmanship about this, and it may, you know, some of the judges might be swayed by that as well, but George is certainly showing a lot of class, a lot of style. Yod threatening the right knee. Tries for the sweep, doesn't quite get it. There he is with the right knee. Very impressive looking, and that's it, it's all over. The main event of the evening has closed at the end of the 5th round. You're watching an amazing night of Muay Thai here at Rebellion 19.
After 5 rounds of action, we've gone to the judges' scorecards. Your first judge scored the contest 48-47 to the red corner. Your second judge scored the contest 48-47 to the blue corner. Your third and deciding judge scored the contest 49-48 to your winner via split points decision. Blue corner, George Mann!